Hey friends! I hope everyone had a great week. I'm sure missing seeing everybody, but I'm so glad we get to continue to learn together and you get to share this time with your families. I hope you got to play outside some this week. I love the weather and I love getting to be outside in it. So, if you didn't, talk to your mommy and daddy this afternoon and think of some way that you can get outside so that you can enjoy the beautiful weather that God's given us. Remember last week when we talked about Philip and we talked about how he got to tell someone how much God loved him? Remember, last week I told you guys that I hope you got to do that as well too. So, we're going to look at another story in the Bible about someone else who gets to tell about how much God loves everyone. I hope you remember Paul. We talked about Paul a few weeks ago, and he found Jesus and got blinded. But then he realized how much Jesus loved him, and he changed and became a believer and also started to tell others about Jesus. Let's look at what Paul's doing now. Are you ready? Paul went many places to tell people the good news about Jesus. One night, Paul had a dream, and in his dream, a man said to Paul, "Come to my country and help us." In the morning, Paul and his friends agreed. God wanted them to travel to that country and tell all the people there about Jesus. So they got that night onto a really big ship. The ship sailed for days and days. They got into the country called Macedonia, and there they stayed in Philippi, which is the main city. Soon, Paul and his friends walked outside the city to where the river flowed. People often came there to pray. Paul and his friends saw a group of women who were praying there together. Paul began to tell these women the good news about Jesus. One lady there was named Lydia. She had her own business selling purple cloth. Lydia heard what Paul said about Jesus. She believed in him, and that day she joined God's family. Lydia asked Paul and his friends, "Please come and stay at my house." So they went to her home. She kindly gave them food to eat, and she gave them a safe place to sleep. That way Paul and his friends could tell even more people about Jesus. That's pretty fun, huh? Paul's going to travel to many more places and tell many more people about Jesus. But I'm so glad that we got to read that story today. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week where we will see more about telling others about Jesus.